back. Talk to me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just talk normal.
Okay, I said. What's the name of that?
What?
That camera.
Called Sony.
Sony.
Yeah. You know about cameras, don't you?
Yep.
How do you know about cameras?
I taught you what you know about it.
Yeah.
And you just took on one on father. The experience you got now.
Yeah, I give you your props.
I wished I had your experience now.
Why? What did you do with it?
Well, since I'm not working on place, I take it to put it to good use. Interviewing like you do it now.
You think this is an important interview interviewing you?
Well, I think so too. Good memories. You look back and say, that was my old dad.
What made you decide to get a a movie camera other than taking still pictures?
Well, I just saw the advantage that it would be in the future, you know.
Yeah.
I started doing it and I just liked it. Fun to look at you kids growing up.
And what about them wild parties you took pictures of?
Well, I didn't anticipate too much in wild parties. I participated in some, but not really wild. You know, I try to be careful. You had to show kind of be a nice guy. You got kids growing up. You can't just go out and take any kind of picture and let them see it.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah.
Were you a wild kid when you growing up?
No, real good. Everybody respect me. Even down older people respect me.
Yeah. Why is that?
Well, I walked a pretty good chalk line. I was, a pretty nice guy. I didn't do anything real bad would get you in trouble.
Yeah, like some of your other brothers?
Yeah, they had a lot of respect for me as I was old as they were. And I was a young guy, but some of them was drinking, I didn't drink, and they hide their whiskey from me.
Did you cuss?
No, nobody. And I didn't go for nobody doing cussing around me too much. Not none of my people I had control over. And then I say, and all my oldest brothers and everything, they respect me like I was the oldest.
But you was like one of the youngest ones, right?
I was the oldest of my mother's second husband.
Yeah. What was his name?
Her second, Alfred, same as mine.
Yeah. What do you remember about your mother?
Well, I know she had a bunch of kids she had to raise up. And she's real respectable, And she looked at me as kind of a guide, and I respect her, and she respect me. And so...
What was it like growing up in Georgia?
It was nice for me. I worked hard. I worked hard all my life. I worked harder than my other brothers, and wherever the money was paid more, that's what I did.
What kind of work did you do in Georgia?
Cut puckwood, what you call land puckwood, for paper, what you make paper out, and lumber trees down there, and we sawed up, made lumber. I worked hard. Picked a little cotton.
How was that?
Oh, that was a hot job. Yeah, in the hot sun.
And you wasn't too far removed from slave days. Did you feel like a slave?
No, I never felt that way. Most of the people that I worked for, they were real nice people, and I didn't have no problem. Some of the guys, white guys, wanted to work with me because we worked on a peach orchard, and they wanted to work with me where all them girls at. And you know how some people try to be slick, And this guy would be picking them peaches just so he can get close to them girls.
What about you though?
Well, I was there. That's why he liked it. I drove a tractor. And last time in the later years, I was driving a tractor in the peach orchard, picking peaches. And I remember one time, me and this one friend of mine, we went to pick up some people to go pick the peaches. And this white lady got slipping across the road. We saw her coming, and we stopped, and she plied into us and knocked us over, turned us over. And he was so scared, But the lady was nice. She admitted it was her fault.
Yeah, what town was this?
Monticello, Georgia.
Yeah. You were born in Monticello?
Yep, outside. Yeah, but I just would consider anything within 10 or 5 or 10 miles, we said that's Monticello.
Yeah, how many brothers and sisters did you have?
Oh, it's about 16 of us in all.
You had 16 brothers and sisters?
Brother and sister.
Remember all their names?
Yeah,
Come on.
was
Actually, your birthday.
okay. The oldest brother was named S.T. Another one was John. Another one was Hut. His name is Levi. And L.O. and the brothers. And one of the boys died. He had a few spells. His name was Evans. And sisters, I had Elizabeth, she was the oldest one. Esther Lee was the next old one. Annie Kate Freeman was one. And one named Pearl, she died. And I can remember quite all of them. But,
There's a lot of them.
yep. But don't start naming the dates.
When did you come up here? Why did you leave Georgia to come?
Well, first time I left Georgia, I went to Akron in 1946. And I stayed up there a while, and I came back to Georgia because I didn't make enough money up there. I didn't want the job. I wasn't making enough money up there. So I went back to Georgia and started cutting pulpwood logs. And then I was engaged to marry a girl when I came back from Akron. And because she'd been going out with some guys that she wasn't going with. So I quit. I took my ring from her and quit. Then I come up here in 1949.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, hold on 1 second. All right. When did you come up from Georgia?
I came here in 49, in July the 4th, in 1949.
Wow.
Well, as I say, I had went to Akron and I left there because I wasn't making no money. I went back to Georgia and worked a little bit more down there. And then the girl I was going with, I just let her go. And
Why?
because she's been going with one of her ex-boyfriend. And I had done bought her a ring. I took the ring from her. I'll never forget it. I went over to her home and she's out in the field picking cotton. And I asked about the ring. She tried to deny it, but my brother had told me that. So I took my ring from her. Went back and did some more work around there. Then I took off and come up here.
And what did you do when you came up? Who invited you up here? Who did you know?
I'm a sister, one of my older sisters.
Who's that?
Sal, call her Sal, Elizabeth.
So you came up and stayed with Aunt Sal?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then who were some of your friends back then?
Back here, Bradley Thomas was one of my old main friends. And had a bunch of young guys. Some of them I didn't deal around with. But Bradley and I was about the same. He didn't drink and I didn't drink. And when I came here, he was trying to show me around. He was a little bit slower than I was. And because we didn't do nothing to hurt nobody, and we didn't get hurt either.
Yeah, how did you meet Mom?
Through Bradley. That's how I met her. He took me over and introduced me to her. And from then on, I moved in my apartment, and we got tied up that way.
Yeah. Did y'all go on a lot of dates?
Oh, yeah. I didn't let her go after I met her. We stayed until we got married in 51.
It is 2003.
Yeah. So you can see how long we've been together.
Has it been easy? Was it easy?
Well, we had some bad days and some good days, but it was easy because I didn't let it take me away from from caring for her, So if you be honest with someone and care for them, everything would be much easier for you. So we got along real well. I let all the other girls I had go, so.
Did you have a lot of girls?
Oh, yeah.
You ladies, man?
Well, I wouldn't say it was lady, man, because sometimes you have to know about the ladies. It's because some of them put this stuff on you so they can get a hook to you. So I just find them and leave them. They weren't right, then I just said bye-bye to you.
What attracted you about Mom?
If you go with a person, talk to them, and know something about the background, which I did, from her parents, and they was nice, and I figured she was nice, and I was ready to settle down, stop running the street, find me someone that we could be happy together, and which have been happy ever since.
How old were you then?
How old I was? Oh boy, now 25, 24.
You're a young man, huh?
Yeah.
Ready to settle down, have a family.
Yep. Yeah, I was a hard worker too. I did construction work. Yep. I made pretty good money too. And if you make good money out there sometimes, that's when the girls like you have money to spend.
When you met Mama and Papa, what was your first impression of Mama and Papa?
Which is same as the last days. They was real nice, and they're just like a family, you know. And they seemed like to me they cared for me, because I know some of the background. I know some of her people better than she did.
Where did you know them from?
Down in Georgia.
Yeah. What was some, you knew the Malones?
Yep. Some of them when I went to school with, like Randy Malone, them guys I went to school with them.
What about, did you know any Goolsby's down there?
Some of them. I didn't know Papa or them either till I got here. And they liked me, and until he died, I get the word from other people saying that he thought so much of me, you know. Sometimes you don't care what kind of married life you got. Sometimes you have problems, and you know you best thing try to work them out. And if you work them out and change your way of doing, everything turn out nice for you. Which I've been proud of ever since I married her.
Yeah. When you started dating Mom, did you take her out? What did you do when you went out? When you were dating?
Well, let me see, what did I do? We just went different places, on a show, different. I had a car, so it didn't know the particular place that I would go. I didn't go to the joints. I think me and her went to one joint club over on Mount Vernon one time.
I heard she was wild.
Not when no, she might have been wild, but she didn't want wild after I got her.
Well, not that wild.
No. She was real. I could see the quality in her, you know, that she was what I'd be looking for. I was tired. I was ready to get married anyway, because like I said, I got engaged one time, and I want to make sure next time I got engaged to someone that I really want to marry. And I know it come from some of her background. I know some of those people, and they liked me real well.
So you got along with the brothers and sisters?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
What did you start working at? What was your first real job?
Construction work. This union building up at the campus, laying bricks, blocks. I was a block carrier, brick carrier, what you call a hard carrier. I had to build ladders to go up on top of the building. I worked it hard. I did because that was the most money. I learned how to lay blocks and stuff that way.
What was your next job after that?
Well, I did work from different guys, because once some jobs close up, then you had to go find another one. And I kept a job. Sometimes the guys want to take me with them when they go. But the next real job, I went to Rockwell International.
What was it called then?
Rockwell. No, it wasn't called Rockwell. What was it called?
North America.
North America.
Yeah. What was the real
North America.
Say the whole name. Wait. Say my first real job was.
Yeah.
Say it.
My first real job was North America. You get that?
North America. You gotta say North American Aviation.
Aviation? Well, I don't know.
Say my first real job.
Okay. My first real job was North American Aviation.
Where did you do that?
A sheet metal worker. Make parts, straighten metal out.
Yeah, for what purpose, sir?
To fit a plane, the plane we was making.
Yeah, were you making planes for what war?
Well, I was just, it wasn't, I don't know, there wasn't too much war going on there, no way. I'm trying to think what the real name the war was. It was Korea, 41, Korea. Okay.
Remember the planes you were making back then?
Some of them.
What were some of the planes?
F-100 has a fighter jet. And let me think, boy. F-86, Sabre jet. And what else?
What is that?
X.
X-15.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that was later, though, X-15.
Well, let's talk.
X-15, okay. And B-1.
Right.
And
did you know when you were building the X-15, working on the wings for the X-15, did you know what it was used for?
oh, yeah. It was a bomber. It did love everything.
No, like the X-15.
X-15.
Yeah, you know why the X-15 is so important?
Well, for the fighting purpose, I reckon.
No. It was the first supersonic. It was the first plane that. It was the fastest plane ever built.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was. I mean,
it led to the space race.
Yeah. What else it did lead to? X-15. Yeah, those too.
That was a fast plane. Yeah, now we just had this war with Iraq. And what was the plane that you worked on helped turn the tide in Iraq?
Well, the B-1 was one of them.
Yeah, how'd you feel working on that one?
Well, I got 3 awards on that. Best producer and certain jobs that we're not supposed to talk about. But it was certain jobs that we had to make. Then it had to be close tolerant. And the space shuttle, we worked on that. And what else? F-100.
How long did you work at Rockwell?
37 years. 37 years.
When did you retire?
40, 30, no, wait a minute.
Retired what, about 1980 what?
87. 1987, yeah.
You miss working there?
Now I do, but I wouldn't want to go back.
You feel like you can go back?
I could produce what I was doing because I know it well enough to produce it. Now I was supposed to go work to California, work on the space shuttle. I went down to Tulsa and worked on it. And between the time of getting laid off, keeping laying me off to transfer me. Worked a while there.
And that was a good job to have back in the 1960s.
It was a good job. They paid it. I was in my group, I got paid more than the top paid man there. I would get a couple of dollars more an hour. Top paid. I messed around with what we call male urgent, and I had profession come out on the campus, come in down there to try to learn the job. I know more about the job than they did. They didn't know to run paperwork, but they didn't know how to perform it.
You showed them, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So
they would tell me I think I should do it this way. I said, no, you don't do it that way. And then they realized that I know what I was talking about. That's why they sent them in there with me, because I know the job real well.
Yeah, you always pretty good with the cameras.
Yeah, I could, I know the job. And if they was wrong, and I could show them where they're wrong, they appreciate me showing, because they were just studs coming out of college, see. Well, that's why they sent one black guy in there, because nobody else wanted him, and they sent him in there with me. His name Warren Long.
Yeah.
He was a supervisor.
Let's talk about some of your kids.
Okay.
1951, you had Bo, right?
Right.
Did you plan on having so many kids?
No, I know what makes kids so you play with fire, you get burned. It didn't bother me because I was a hard worker. I know once you produce them, then you got to take care of them, and I didn't mind that either.
What kind of kid was Bo?
Yeah, he was all right. He stayed on the line. As far as I know, you ain't gonna learn everything about him. He'll tell you what they want you to know. But as long as they had the respect for me and then try to do something and let me know it was wrong, I didn't question. Same like I didn't question you.
Oh, as long as you knew all the stuff I did, huh?
Yeah, I'd have put a stick on you, wouldn't I? If you and him get to fighting like y'all did one time, I think I tried to chastise both of you. I didn't play no favor. I don't know if y'all thought I played favor, but I didn't play no favor.
Well, we thought you took it easy on the girls.
Well, I might have took a little easy because it was good. I didn't take it. If it made me mad enough, I wouldn't take too easy on them.
Yeah. I don't recall you slinging the leather at them like you did us.
I whipped them other ways. And I think y'all appreciate it. I hope you do anyway.
Yeah. All right. Now you didn't have your 2 boys and your 2 girls with mom. Why didn't you stop right there?
Well, I didn't think about starting. I didn't think about what the consequences I was going to have to pay. I should know that I was going to have to work harder. The more kids I get, the harder I had to work. But I didn't mind it. As long as they respect me, I had to respect them.
How come you waited until the last one to name him Junior?
Why did I?
Yeah.
I should have made it the first one, huh?
I don't know.
No, I don't know. I didn't even give it no thought to that one to it.
I think this is going to be a hard question to ask you. Right. Now, how come your mom know you had David and Dennis before?
Yep.
She knew about him?
It's not hard. She know about him. I never hide nothing from her. You try to hide something, sooner or later you're going to find out anyway.
Yeah, but I didn't find out till I was 12 years old.
You may not, but she knowed about it.
Did you ever have any big arguments?
Oh, every family I think has some. I don't have no fighting. They never had no fighting arguments. We have some disagreement, and especially as I say, very few people is perfect. So if you do wrong and you admit you did wrong, and ask for forgiven, that means a lot. I think. I'd rather do that and wait later and say, well, she didn't know this. I didn't think I was supposed to tell her. But sooner or later, you'll find out something. If you've did something wrong or doing something wrong, your past will catch up with you also in the future, what you do.
Anything else you want to tell me?
Well, no, I think she's I hope she feels the same way about me. And I'm quite sure that me and her not exactly the same, because I think she's been a true, lovely wife, and I appreciate her. I have did something wrong, but you just be able to ask for forgiving, and learn some sense.
Yeah. I tell you though, it was a strange thing that I realized about 5 years ago when I found out who my real grandfather was. When did you first find out about Samuel Card? What was his name?
Sandcart.
You know him?
Yeah, I know him. I didn't know it that well, but I know him. And
What did you know about him?
huh?
What did you know about him?
Well, he was a real good, nice guy, but then I learned today who he was to me.
Was that a shock?
Well, yes and no. I didn't regret him or hate him. I didn't dislike my mother because of that. But once I found out, I didn't just find out all at once. I've seen some time we was working close, and well, I can't say it then, I know, but I don't know. I think my mother told me about it.
How old was he?
I don't know. I just remember, but she probably didn't go through the whole detail with me anyway.
Teenager?
Oh yeah.
How come he waited so long to tell us about it?
I don't know. Just said maybe they didn't want y'all to know it at the time.
I know you had to do what you had.
Yeah.
So you got close with some of your brothers, other brothers on that side, brothers and sisters?
Well, I didn't, not as a brother and sister, so I didn't get that close to that when I first found out. We went to school together. And,
You were brothers and sisters and went to school?
well, yeah, we did it all and all the same time. I was young, but no, I didn't know it. Because one of them was, I can remember one time, some of the other guys was lacking her, and I was kind of lacking her too, but you know, young kids. I was probably wasn't about 8 or 9 years old. Didn't know the difference.
But you didn't know that was your sister?
No, I did not.
Well, you got a whole bunch on both sides of the family. It seems like family's important to you.
Well, I like family, as long as they're nice, good, we get along good, and respect me. And I don't know if I have any malice in my heart if they didn't respect me. I feel like if you're doing something wrong or have hate in your heart about something, about a person, God will, it's your mother or father, sooner or later you find out. You would have to pay more of the consequences, and I would.
I'm going to ask you, what's your early recollection of your grandfather? Who's your grandfather? I'm talking your real grandfather.
I know. I'm trying to think. I ain't never just had no real close related to my grandfather.
Did you know him?
Let me see. No.
What do you remember about any of your relatives from the past? Anybody?
Well, as I say, I had some brothers. They have a pass to fly in. They come this way all the time. So.
I seen them last night. So tell me about some of your relatives you remember that stands out. What relative stands out?
Well, like my oldest brother, one ST, one, you know, he was a mean one. Drank a lot, and that's something I didn't go for. But he respected me, and my sister Sarah, she drank a lot, and Esther Lee, she drank some, didn't drink that much. But I didn't want to be that way, and I never did drink, and I had tried to have a lot of respect for my family and my sister, my mothers, and I just, you know, I tried to walk the way I wanted them to be. If they wasn't that way, they had enough respect to try to treat me nice. They didn't never try to fight me. If they was drinking something, they'd try to hide it from me. And I liked them for that. They respected me in that time, that way.
You feel you've been a success?
In what way?
In life, in general.
I think I've been blessed. Not success, I believe I've been blessed. And so, to raise many kids that I have. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
To raise many children I have, and I never had no serious trouble out of them. So I think I've been really blessed. And I have to thank God for that. Yep.
Does this make you nervous me interviewing?
Well, a little shaky, not that nervous. I've been under pressure a lot of time anyway. So, as I said, memories I've got.
Hey, you know what? You're still a cool old pops, you know?
Try to be anyway.
This is my pops. Yeah, he's still cool. He all right.
Still respect me. Maybe he done got a little bit too heavy for me to put across my lap, but
Oh, I was way too heavy
I think he appreciates now how I tried to bring him up.
Yeah, I'm probably a lot like you. Appreciate some of what I've learned,
Yep.
what I've gotten from you, you know.
That's the main thing.
That's right.
And you know, when you get old enough to know, if somebody doing something that you don't like, you don't have to do it. See, and then you can have respect for them, and they will have respect for you.
That's right. You got that right. But look here, Dad. Thank you for this interview, and you know I love you.
I love you too. Yep, that was real nice.
All right. Oh.
Trembling a little bit, but that's all right.
You nervous?
Oh, I ain't that nervous. I've been under a lot of pressure in it before.
What kind of pressure?
Oh, I mean, for not nothing serious.
Everybody got their own pressure.
Yeah,
What's bothering you?
nothing bothers me now. Ain't nothing bothers me.
All right.
Now sit down, huh? Okay.
Yeah. So you just sit.
All right, same place.
Take two.
One. Be right back. I won't even wave this time. That me? Oh, well.